It really pisses me off. I see the worries that people have and the things that are promoted as the solution, and it's all just such bullshit. It really pisses me off. I'm here outside in my gorgeous Tanzanian garden. Hi, I'm Ama Opari from Food for the Soul. I have to tell you, most everything you've learned about health and wellness that's promoted in the general media, it's all a big lie. They say things like, oh, there's not enough research. No, bullshit. The research has been there for decades. They promote the idea that sickness is part of aging, that that's what's going to happen. As you get older, you're going to get illnesses and you're going to need medications. How many people do you know that are over the age of 50 that are taking 1, 2, 3, 10 different types of medication, and that's just accepted as reality, and that once you get on them, you can't get off? It's bullshit. It's all a big lie. Or we believe, you know, it runs in my family. All my family has diabetes, has had cancer, has heart disease, and I'm going to get it too. No, it's all a big lie. It's bullshit. The reality is that the truth has been known for decades. There have been many studies going way back into the 1800s that show that animal proteins, that animal products are what causes and can turn off various diseases. Add those proteins into your diet and the rates of cancer, heart disease, diabetes go up. Remove them from your diet and it goes down. This is not new information. The standard American diet and the standard American lifestyle, or the standard modern Western lifestyle, is what causes our illnesses, causes our stress, causes our early death, causes our obesity, causes our disconnection from the communities around us, from our own inner knowing. It causes us to be sick. What they're promoting out there is all a big lie. And changing our diet, changing our lifestyle is empowering. It's liberating. It is the key to creating the life that you really want and desire, to being able to live to a ripe old age feeling powerful and energetic with a clear mind and being able to do the things that you're here to do. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your older years, going on vacation, doing whatever it is that you want to do, that you feel called to do as you age, as you get the wisdom of elderhood. We need our elders around us to help the younger generation to know what they need to know. So we need us all to be as clear-headed, as healthy and vital as we possibly can be. So why are these lies out there? Well, it's because big business wants it that way. Big business needs us to be disconnected so they could continue to be making more and more and more. They don't care about us. What they care about is their own money and actually disconnecting us from our inner knowledge, because once we know what's happening, then that gives us the power to disengage and disrupt the status quo. They don't want that. So who is this big business? It's the food industry, from the industrial farming complex, from the food companies, food production companies, processing companies, to the restaurants, to the big chains, all of those companies that are making a lot of money by creating and promoting and selling these products that are not healthy for us, that are cheap for them to make, last forever on the shelf, and are killing us. Next is the medical industrial complex, the hospitals, the doctors, insurance industry, the nutritionists that are making a lot of money also because they are not promoting what is actually making us healthy. Not all of them, but many of them. And so the medical institution, the medical education system, all of them are promoting a partial truth. They are ignoring the information out there about the power of diet and lifestyle. Information that's been out for decades, but they don't teach the doctors that. what they teach in nutrition school, what they teach in medical school is based on the paradigm of coming in and fixing things, not on prevention, not on food as medicine, not on lifestyle as medicine. They discount that information. It's not what's taught to people, and so that's not what doctors are educated in and know about. Yes, they could go and investigate it and find out for themselves and see the truth, and there are many doctors now who are doing so. But for the most part, what they learn in school is about pharmaceuticals and about surgery and about interventions to manage diseases, not to prevent or to reverse or to cure. And then the third piece is that pharmaceutical industry who makes so much money on these medications that don't actually help us get better. They may mute some of the symptoms, but then they cause other symptoms. They may delay your progression of your illness, but ultimately they don't prevent the illness from progressing, and they may kill you instead. The food industry, the medical industry, the pharmaceutical industry, all of these big industries which make so much money, they are the ones that are promoting these big lies. The underlying philosophy, the underlying lie that is that modern is better, that we can do better than what nature, what God, what spirit, what has been the truth for the millennia. That the fast-paced life brings us all these benefits, that we need these cars, these bigger houses, these fancy things, more technology, these engineered foods. All of these things are better because they're more modern, when maybe it's the opposite is true, that what comes directly from Mother Earth, the natural things that have been around, that has sustained life on this planet for so long, is what we really need. And that this modern way is killing us, is killing the planet, it's killing the other animals. It's not the healthy way. It's the way of death and destruction. Instead, it's this wonderful, natural, clean, organic food that will give our minds and our bodies and our spirits what they need in order to bloom, in order to prosper, in order to operate at our full potential. We don't need any of that fancy stuff. What we need is to return to the earth, return to the natural ways of eating, of living, breathing fresh air, getting out into the sunshine, and returning to a simpler way of life. Now that I'm living here in Tanzania, when I go back to the States and when I see what's going on with the people that I know there, I just see the constant grinding and striving and struggling. People don't have time to rest. They don't have time to take care of themselves. They don't have time to cook. They're just so busy and so distracted on their phones, on their TVs, on their computers, and the constant messages of fear, of you're not good enough, you need to buy this so you can be better, you don't have enough this, you're not. It's this constant barrage of messages that are disempowering, are oppressive, are keeping us from being who we're meant to be. So I invite you to do an experiment. Take 1 month. 1 month with no meat, 1 month with no chicken, 1 month with no fish, 1 month with no eggs and no dairy, 1 month of eating that pure, natural fruits and vegetables, whole food, plant-based legumes, whole grains, and see what a difference it makes for you. And during this time, keep a good track of the changes that are going on in your body and in your mind and in your spirit, in your life. See what a difference it makes. Look around you at your friends and family and see what their lives are like and how your life is now that you've made a change. This is liberation. This is freedom. This is power to create the life that you really desire, to be who you're meant to be. I strongly believe that each and every one of us is here for a purpose, and that when we are living in alignment with our purpose, Spirit, the ancestors, the divine works with us to make sure that we can do it. But we have to do our part. We need to keep our minds and bodies and spirits clean and free. We need to be able to hear those messages. We need to have the energy and the power and the clarity. We need to break free from this life of disease, destruction, of artificialness, of struggle, and return to the roots of wellness. And yes, it's a struggle, especially living in the modern culture where you have the constant messages 24/7. It is a struggle to make this work, but you can do it by learning what the techniques and tips and strategies of how to prepare healthy meals. The types of information that your grandmother or great-grandmother or great-grandparents knew back in the day. Relearning those things that we have forgotten, that we've been disconnected from. It's about learning how to be able to stick to these ideas, these ways of living even though you're living in the modern world. You've got other people around you who are pressuring you to go a different way, or there's all these tempting things. And so after you know how to make the meals, how to incorporate healthier lifestyle choices, techniques, meditation maybe, yoga, I don't know, whatever the things are that you need and want to incorporate into your life. When you learn those techniques and you begin incorporating them, then the next part is being able to keep doing that even though those around you are not doing those things. And then it's about healing those wounds, those beliefs that we have, those subconscious beliefs that tell us that we're not enough, that we can't succeed, that this is not for us. And healing those wounds. And then when we can do these things, then we are truly liberated. We can truly create that healthy diet and lifestyle, a whole and healthy diet and lifestyle, so that we can be for our families. We can be an example to our families of a different way of life, so that we can create an environment where our children can grow up whole and healthy, and will then be able to go into their adulthood knowing how to make healthy food, knowing how to live healthy lives, knowing and enjoying being out in nature. When we are whole and healthy, we are able to approach our careers, our involvement in our communities in a new way. We can break the cycle of oppression, of depression, of poverty, of disconnecting from who we are. We've been taught, especially those of us of African descent, we've been disconnected from our heritage, from our ancestors, from our original languages, from our original spirituality, and our original diets. I see that here all the time, how different life is. And this is what I talk about in my Roots of Wellness series. There's a better way. There's a different way. It's all a big lie. And I refuse to be a part of it. I'm eternally grateful that when I was 50, back in 2007, I learned the truth. I was shown a different way, and it truly changed my life. For the last 16 years, I have been on this path of whole food, plant-based diet, of reconnecting to my African consciousness, of reconnecting to spirit, of relearning who I really am, of discovering so much more in this world that I knew was there. Somehow something didn't feel right to me, but I didn't know how to find it. And that journey started for me in 2007 and has brought me here today, to living free in Tanzania, to living at peace in Tanzania, to being healthy and strong and doing things that many people my age don't feel like they can do. And I invite you to join me in doing this also. If you are ready to choose a different way, now is the time. You will be surprised how quickly things change for you. In fact, if you are on medication right now, you do need to be careful. You need to monitor things, because within a couple of days of you changing your diet, you will most likely find that your needs for medications decrease or are eliminated. So it's very important that you keep track of those numbers, that you talk to your doctor or somebody who will be supportive of what you're doing and will help monitor you. so that you're not being over medicated and then have numbers that are too low. There are many, many benefits to eating plant-based, to living a natural lifestyle. Yes, you'll be giving up some things, but what you'll be getting in return is so much better, so much richer, so much more valuable, is so much more liberating, and so much more empowering. Will you join me? I'd love to have you on this journey with me. We need all of us stepping forward strong and to say, hell no, we won't go down that path of death and destruction. And if you're ready to get on this path to liberation, to creating a whole and healthy life where you are able to be who you're meant to be, check out these videos on the roots of wellness. Take the Essential Wellness Quiz. Find out what to focus on to design a healthy diet and lifestyle you can actually stick to. Go to foodforthesoul.me/quiz. Kwaheri, goodbye.